Okay, has a slight problem with the battery tray here. Battery tray that's in the FJ40 is 10 and 3/4 inches, and the battery, which is spec'd out for this, is 11 inches across. Well, there's a problem. So I tried jacking it up on a little block of wood, because I figured I would just set the block of wood down into there and put the battery up on top. But unfortunately, then these guys aren't quite long enough, and you can't bolt the thing down, and a whole bunch of other issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. The width is still okay, so I can still use that, and I can use the back plane so that it doesn't slide backwards real quick and then go into my brake lines, because that would be very bad. All right.
So you just a little bit at a time. I'll totally thrash that thing out in case I ever do have to bend it back.
There we go. The rest of that I can tap out with the hammer. And there we go. I could have done a little bit greater effort in making sure that it wasn't bent down as far. I'd rather have the edge down a little bit than have it digging into the bottom of the battery. Let's see if I line that up with the battery now. You see how much longer that battery is than the battery tray. The edge of this battery is going to come right to the edge of this thing here. But I definitely still wanted to have something to keep it from sliding in. We took the wire wheel, went over this thing, cleaned it up inside and out, spray some black paint on it. Everything looks fairly decent down here. Not super bad. I'll probably put some anti-seize on the stainless steel hardware so that it doesn't crap up any more than it needs to be. So, because we didn't have a rubber mat long enough for that, we ended up going to, what was it, some dollar place here. So I needed a rubber mat. I don't know where the rubber mat is that I had. So we got this here welcome mat, which is nice heavy duty thick rubber. Where did you get that thing from? We didn't get it directly from Italy, I can tell you that much. It wasn't that long of a drive. But when you see that, you know you're pressing too hard. Really? I know you can't smell the paint from over there, so you can just let it go. Just as bad as your mother. I'm just gonna make a little score mark there so I move the battery away. Yeah, I can see that. You probably can't on the camera, but I can in real life. Alright, got our 7 inches. Good. Got our foot. Sweet. Alright. Looks good. I'm happy with that. It's a little bit dirty now, but it'll survive. Sure it's as far that way as I can get it, because I don't want it rubbing against the inner fender. You can see how tight this piece here is, but it is what it is. Can't change any more than that. Okay, I'm just gonna hit these real quick. This is definitely not required, and they're stainless steel screws. flat black paint, but I do want to just get that all covered in there, just so that anything that does seep down in there doesn't give us any trouble. I'm not worried about the aesthetics of it, but I definitely don't want any kind of issues with this thing later. Okay. Rubber mats in there. Like I said, I got to hang it over a little bit extra because I don't ever want that battery to come in contact with the edge. I figure if it wears down, that won't be a good day. Alright, so that little thing is going to go there. That little fella's going to go here. And then I'm going to run a bar. I'm going to weld it to this here. Weld it to that there. And that should be it. Alright, so this isn't going to be the absolute most beautiful thing in the world, but what I'm doing is I welded this on here already after I got this square up. As you can see, it had to be offset because of where the pins are and where it connects up. I couldn't have it directly across like I wanted to because these blocks are in the way, so there's just no way around it. So what I want to do now is I'm going to cut this one off so it's even with that. And I do want to leave a little bit of wiggle room because I want to get some rubber between the metal here and the battery. Okay. I just got this tacked on this other end, so I just want to see how that's going to fit. Oops. Not tacked very well, apparently. I guess I'll give that another shot. So fish this in without hitting my positive terminal. That'd be awesome. Set that on in there. Set that on in there. That looks good. I think that'll work. That'll keep me in there good. We'll tighten everything up. And all I gotta do is paint it. I'll probably use some rubberized undercoating. I was originally going to put some rubber underneath these things, but it just add too much flex to it, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in this case, I had to fix it because it was broke. Just want to scuff this up a little bit, especially after having welded on it and everything. You guys get off there. Good. There's a little piece of the welding wire that's stuck there, so I want to get anything off there that may stick into the battery. That's never a good idea. Alright, and once I'm done, it'll still look hideous, but it'll hold my battery in, and that's my main concern. Alright, and my battery tie down is done. That will do the trick. This got really hot one time. I slid it forward and then reattached it, but I obviously need to change this line out. It's a long story. Melted ignition, a whole bunch of other stuff. One disaster at a time. Right?